Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name is Giggity, real name is Mark, and in today's video we are continuing our series ranking every single weapon in every single weapon class in Battlefield 6 from worst to best. We started with the carbines and ranked all 8 carbines, and today we're going to be ranking all 8 submachine guns from worst to best in Battlefield 6. Why we're going with submachine guns? Because it's the only other class in the game so far that I have enough time played with every single weapon in the class to actually give my accurate opinions on it. Which, by the way, I want to make that crystal clear. This is my personal opinions. Yes, I'll be using the stats for sure, because stats do matter a little bit, but in my opinion, man, it doesn't make or break a gun. What makes or breaks a gun is when I use it in game, do I like it? You know what I mean? That's all there is to it. So today, that's what we're going to be doing, ranking all 8 SMGs from worst to best. Movie of the day is actually not a movie, it's a TV show, gosh darn it. What you going to do about it? It's Planet Earth. That's right. Planet Earth is an absolute bang. If you're stressed out, like having a panic attack or something, like if you're going to go on a date with Sydney Sweeney and you're all nervous, you got diarrhea and stuff, watch Planet Earth, man. It calms you right down immediately. David Attenborough is an international, because he's not from my country, treasure. Okay, protect him at all costs. He's the absolute goat. Really quick before we get into it, I want to apologize because my heater is on in the background. I know you guys can hear that like rumbling noise. That's my heater. If I waited for that to turn off, it would be like 2 hours and I wouldn't be able to get the video out tonight, so I apologize in advance for that. I hope it's not too bothering, but if it is, again, I'm sorry. But anyways, yeah, so this is submachine guns. We did carbines already. I think next we're going to do assault rifles, because I have most of those I have enough time played with to accurately rank them. Then we're going to do snipers and DMRs together to give us 8, and we're going to do shotguns and pistols together to give us 8 there as well. And then we will be ranking the LMGs, because I still don't even have the first LMG, the KTS-100 MK8 or whatever. I still don't even have that one yet, so I got to work on that. But without further ado, let's go right into it with number 8 spot. Sorry for yapping for 2 whole minutes straight. I am really sorry. And coming in at the number 8 spot, in my opinion, the worst SMG in this game so far. And no matter what you rank as the worst one, you're going to get somebody that's mad at you, because that's just how it works. The SMGs in this game, honestly, even this one at number 8, are all very good. SMGs is easily the most broken class in this game, no questions asked there. So even this one that I think is the worst is still a viable option. You can still have fun with it. And so I apologize if this is your favorite one, but it's the UMG-40, or the UMP-45 as we all know it. Its main problem is just the rate of fire. It's got the lowest rate of fire in the entire class. Everything else is pretty much average. Damage is average, magazine size is average, hip fire is average, control is average, mobility is average. Precision is really good, actually. The precision is super strong in this gun for sure, but everything else is just average. The biggest downside is just its rate of fire. It's just way too slow for a submachine gun. These are supposed to be fast handling weapons. You get right up into the action and you're killing people at close ranges. Obviously, it's what submachine guns are for, even though in Battlefield 6 you can kind of kill them at any range, because submachine guns are absolutely freaking broken and are untouched by any other class in the game. But they're supposed to be better up close and stuff like that, and the UMG-40 is just the worst at that, and I don't really see the biggest point. Before we go on to the next one though, I wanted to bring it up again, and I'm sorry for yapping again. I know it's annoying, but I forgot to mention it in the intro. I wanted to make a RedSec review, on the Battle Royale that just came out, and give you guys my thoughts and opinions on it, but I feel like no one's really going to be super interested in that. So if anybody is interested, let me know in the comments below, and I will make the video. But if no one's interested in it, I'm just going to skip out on doing a review on that, because I just feel like I'm not a big Battle Royale channel or a review channel in that for that matter. So yeah, just let me know what you guys are thinking on that. Coming in at the number 7 spot, I mean, it's like almost copy paste, honestly. It really is. It's very, very similar to the freaking UMG-40, the SL9. Yeah, it's the last SMG you unlock. It's the second challenge SMG that you unlock. Luckily, the SMG challenges are not hard to do at all, so you should be able to get this pretty easily. And it's a little bit of a disappointment, to be honest, for working that hard to get, like, even though, yeah, the challenges aren't that hard, you still kind of got to go out your way to use them a lot and get them. And once you do, I just feel like you're not going to be that excited to unlock the SL9. It's literally, its problem is exactly the same as the UMG-40. It's rate of fire. Damage is normal at 25. Magazine size is normal at 30. Its precision is really good, again, just like the UMG-40s. Its control is really good, just like the UMG-40s. Its mobility is actually one of the best in the class, I'm pretty sure. And so yeah, it has one of the best mobilities in the class. Just checked, I'm on Battlefield 6 right now looking at them. It has one of the best mobilities in the class. Its hip fire is actually really weak for an SMG. It's actually the worst in the class as far as I can tell here. But its rate of fire is 675. That's just too low. Like the UMG-40 had 635. This has 40 more. And that is definitely a little bit of a difference, but not enough. It's just too slow with a rate of fire for an SMG. Like, this is okay for something like a assault rifle, but even then, I mean, 675, I don't know, man. I don't know if you're going to want to use that, even if it was an assault rifle. But it's just too slow. On the complete opposite end of the spectrum, coming in at the number 6 spot, has the second highest rate of fire in the entire class, the PW7A2, or the MP7, obviously. And yeah, like I said, this gun has insane rate of fire at 947 rounds per minute. That's absolutely insane. Its hip fire is also really good for the class. It's pretty good. The precision is very weak actually for the class, one of the lowest in the class for sure. Its control is extremely good in the class though, and its mobility is average. It's whatever. All the other little stats I never really pay too much attention to because they don't really matter too much. But its main problem is the one thing I haven't mentioned yet. It's damage. Yeah, it has 16 damage per shot. I'm pretty sure. Now, don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty freaking sure that is the lowest amount of damage of any gun in the game, period, even including pistols. I'm not joking. I'm pretty damn sure that even the pistols have better damage per shot than that. That is, I believe, the worst damage in the game. And I know you're thinking, well, it makes up for it in rate of fire. Sure, but the M4A1 has only 47 rate of fire less than this, which is not that big a deal, and it has 25 damage per shot. There's guns in this class that we'll talk about later that have much more damage and have right around the same amount of rate of fire. There's one gun that even has more damage and has a higher rate of fire. It's just too weak. It just takes way too many bullets to down somebody. Yes, the rate of fire is good, so you get a lot of bullets to get them out there, but it doesn't matter when it has 16 bullets, which trust me, dude, I'm just as disappointed as you are. The MP7 is one of my favorite guns of all time, period. I think they're one of the coolest looking guns ever created. I love them in every single game they're put in, and at the end of the day, I'll still use the PW7A2 and get it to mastery level 50 just because I love how they look, but damage in this gun just really brings it back. Here it is. Here it is, the other gun that has absolutely insane rate of fire. I am pretty sure, again, don't quote me on this, that this is easy. Actually, I'm not even gonna check. I know it is. This has the highest rate of fire of every gun in the game. That's right, I said it. I highly doubt there's anything that beats it with a 1,080 rounds per minute. That is absolutely insane. By the way, it's a KV9. You see it on screen now. It's the Vector that we all know and love. So why am I putting it all the way here at the number 6 spot, or number 5 spot, my bad, if it has a good rate of fire, and it has 25 damage per shot, like that's good. The hip fire is average, the controls, it's a little above average, I would say. Mobility is a little below average for the SMGs class, so why am I putting it so low? Well, two reasons. One is precision is absolutely horrible at only 26. What that means is it has an insane amount of recoil, and it's pretty noticeable in the game. It also has some pretty bad bloom as well. For an SMG, that's not good when every other SMG is an absolute laser pretty much in this game, and this gun just kind of isn't. But its other big downside is its magazine size at only 17 rounds in the mag, and that's okay, not the end of the world, because every gun in this game, including this gun, does have mags on it that you can put higher mags on this gun. And this gun has one where I think it goes up to 26 rounds in the mag if you unlock it. So, you know, at some point it'll get to a point where you don't run out of ammo that fast. But it only gets to that point at, I believe, like level 30 something. And so it takes a lot of time using this thing with only 17 rounds in the mag with 1,080 rounds per minute, by the way, too. So it's going to freaking shred through that magazine in 2 seconds just to get to a point where you have 26 rounds in the mag and actually it becomes useful. This is a gun where you can kill one guy with it, maybe two if you don't miss any shots, and they're like pretty much at point blank range right behind each other. And then you have to reload. And it's just unfortunate. It really is. Coming in at the number 4 spot, however, it's another one that's another cult classic, another one everybody loves, but, well, this one is actually pretty good. I don't know. This is a point where it's like, honestly, dude, again, every freaking submachine gun in this game, even the UMG40, you can use them and get away with it perfectly fine. They're all just so strong. But number 4 is the USG90 or the P90, obviously. Just like every other P90 in the past, the big upside to this gun is obviously its magazine size, having 50 rounds in the mag. But I will say this gun also has a really good rate of fire at 900 exactly. Its downside is the damage at only 20, but this is what I mean. Like the PW7A2 has 47 higher rate of fire. But its downside is it has 20 less rounds in the mag and 4 less damage per shot. Like, yeah, it's a little bit better in terms of control and I believe mobility as well than the USG90, but everything else is just like, it doesn't matter when the freaking gun has 50 rounds. This gun has 20 damage, so it's one of the weaker SMGs in the game. But again, it has 900 rounds per minute and 50 freaking rounds in the mag, so you can definitely get away with using it. Its other stats are also kind of weak, I will be honest. Its precision is not great. Its hip fire is, I would say, literally like the most average one in the class. I think it's literally the perfect middle ground for hip fire. Control is worse than, I'm looking at them, literally every single SMG in the class. It's the worst control of the entire class. And its mobility is also one of the weaker ones in the class. But it obviously makes up for all of that with having 50 rounds in the mag. I think it's a good caveat, though. I think it's a good, what's the word I'm looking for? A good sacrifice to make to have 50 rounds in the mag. I think that's just very, very strong in my opinion. Coming in at 3rd place is your starting submachine gun. I'm going to be honest, when I first started using this gun, I thought it was good, don't get me wrong, but I only got it to like level probably 4, maybe not even, probably only like level 3 actually, if I had to guess, before I immediately switched to the PW5A3, the MP5, and started using that, and never really went back to the SGX until I knew I was going to make this video and wanted to level it up. And once I leveled it up, I realized, wow, I was sleeping on this gun a lot. It's really good. I still think the PW5A3 is better than it, obviously, because I haven't mentioned it yet, but I think the SGX is actually a very, very solid gun, and it's an incredible start for the SMGs class. Everything about the gun is just pretty much average, if I'm being honest, but that's a good thing. It has 25 damage, which is really good for the SMGs. Actually, there's a lot of guns that have less than that in this class. It has 830 rounds per minute, right there in the middle. I would say there are definitely some that are faster, don't get me wrong, but there are definitely some that are slower as well. The mag is 30, that's average, obviously. Hipfire is average, precision is average for the SMGs at least. Control is really good, actually, and mobility is incredible for this gun. I think it's probably one of the best mobility guns in the SMG class. It's overall just a really, really strong, solid option, and I don't really see any true, like, reason to switch off the SGX if you don't want to. Like, you can absolutely get away with using this for your entire Battlefield career and have no serious problem. Obviously, I don't recommend doing that. I recommend using all the guns in the game because it's super fun to do it that way instead. But if you're not one of those guys that cares about using all the guns, you just want to find a gun you like and stick with it, the SGX is perfect for you. However, coming in at second place, yeah, I mentioned how it's obviously better in my opinion, and here it is. Coming in at second place is going to be going to the PW5A3, the MP5, obviously. I think the last gun, by the way, the SGX is supposed to be like an MPX, so the only one I don't know that it's supposed to be based off of in real life is the SL9 in the SMGs class, actually. Every other one I know what they're supposed to be based off of, but the SL9, I have no idea. I've never seen that gun before. Either way, the PW5A3, it's the MP5. Pretty much everything I said about the SGX applies to this one, except so it drops off a little bit from the SGX in terms of hip fire and a lot in terms of mobility. But what it makes up for is in precision and control. And it makes up for that a lot in precision and control. It has one of the better precisions of the class for sure. It has, I think, probably the best of the control in the entire class at 67. Yeah, it does. It has the best tied with the MP7. It has 25 damage per shot, so that's obviously perfectly fine. 770 rounds per minute is definitely a little low for a submachine gun. Don't get me wrong, I understand. 30 rounds in the mag, that's fine too. But I think this is clearly an SMG that you're supposed to be using at a little bit longer ranges. It's still an SMG, so you're not going to want to freaking be going 100 meters out trying to challenge snipers and DMRs with this thing. But you can get into gunfights with carbines and ARs and maybe even some LMGs at longer ranges and get away with it with the PW5A3. This is the gun that this was the first gun in Battlefield 6 that I used that I was like, wow, this gun is absolutely incredible. And ever since then, I've been on the PW5A3 train. I think it's incredible. But if you know the process of elimination, then you know that means that first place is the SCW-10. Now, I want to make it crystal clear. If you're somebody like me, where you used it for the first couple times and realized, wow, this gun only has 15 rounds in the mag, easily the lowest amount of rounds of any SMG, obviously, it must be bad. Wait. Please just wait. Trust me. For those who don't know, I should have mentioned this in the freaking intro, I'm an idiot. But for those who don't know, I refuse to make these ranking videos until I have enough time played with them to like accurately rank them all. And so every single one of my SMGs are at least level 20. My SCW-10 is easily my highest level now at level 38. I'm looking at it right now. 30 freaking 8, baby. It's going to probably be one of my first guns in the entire game that gets to level 40, because all that it takes is getting this gun to level 26, I want to say, and then you unlock the 26 round mag. And the second you unlock that 26 round mag, this gun becomes an unbelievable demon. And the extremely obvious simple reason why is its damage. It has 33 damage per shot. For those who don't know, in Battlefield 6, it doesn't mean 33 damage flat. It's actually more like 33.4. So yes, that means you can down an opponent in 3 shots at full health with this gun, and it's a submachine gun with 800 rounds per minute. Yes, 800 rounds per minute is obviously not the best in the class, but that's still incredible when you compare it to carbines and assault rifles. 800 rounds per minute is plenty when you have 33 damage per shot and absolutely no recoil either. I want to make that crystal clear. The SCW-10 is a freaking laser. Yes, at first it might be a little bit hard to use it because you only have 16 rounds in the mag at first, and you gotta wait until you get those higher mags. But the second you do, you immediately will start to see why this gun is so freaking good. It is an absolute demon, unbelievably broken. Please give it some time and wait until you unlock the magazines, the better magazines for it, before you just throw it off to the side. Because again, at first, yes, it probably is a little bit. It was a little bit torturous to use it until I got the magazines unlocked. The second you do, though, dude, oh my god, it is an absolute demon. It's unbelievable. It is so good. It's in my opinion, this is probably the strongest weapon in the game right now, at least on most maps. Obviously, if you're on a longer range map, it is still a submachine gun, so maybe not. But even then, I don't know, man. I think the SCW-10 is freaking disgusting. But Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of today's video, ranking all 8 submachine guns in Battlefield 6 from worst to best. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more content just like this. Let me know what reviews that you see in the comment section down below. Check the links in the description for any of my other social medias or any of my other YouTube channels or any of that great moment jumbo. I'll be leaving a comment down below with my new YouTube channel where I'll be using it to yap. Whew, got all that out really quickly, and the reason why I did that is because I was about to forget the other thing I wanted to tell you, which was, again, I want to make it crystal clear. Like, if you're looking at this thing, it looks like these waters have never been polluted before. It looks like a pool. That's how clear it is that all the SMGs in Battlefield 6 are viable options. Truly, like, truly, dude, SMGs are clearly the best class in this game. There's no real competitor to them. Except for if you're on one of the bigger maps. Like, if you're on Siege of Cairo, they're great on Siege of Cairo. But if you're on New Sobek City or Liberation Peak or, like, maybe Operation Firestorm, then yeah, maybe you'll want to go with on like an assault rifle, carbine, or LMG. But every other map, these things are just dominant. So even if you are a big fan of the UMP-45, dude, use it. Have fun, man. It's still a good gun. I think the SCW-10 is clearly the best gun in the game right now. And then I think the MP5, the PW5A3 is second. And then I would say third place is probably the AK-205, the carbine. But then fourth would probably be the SGX. Like, they're just so broken right now. It's unbelievable. But yeah. Just go ahead and use all of them. I personally think the SCW-10 is the best for sure, but that's just my opinion. If you like something else better, that's perfectly fine. These guns are all great. Next, like I said, next ranking video will probably be on the assault rifles. We'll probably rank all the 8 assault rifles next, and then we'll probably try doing the DMRs and snipers next. I should have the PSR by then. I only have to get like 50 more sniper rifle kills. I got all the 150 meter headshots, or 200 meter headshots, I should say. I did that in a bot lobby, I'm not gonna lie. Like, every other freaking challenge to unlock the guns, I'm doing them legitly because I always just like doing them that way. It feels more rewarding for me personally. But with the sniper rifles, I tried that in an Operation Firestorm match, and immediately it was like, yep, nope, not doing that. I got one headshot at over 200 meters in an entire Conquest match on Operation Firestorm. I'm not doing that, so I just went to a bot lobby and got all the headshots there. But either way, we'll probably do the DMRs and sniper rifles after that. Then the shotguns and the pistols, and then we'll probably finish with the LMGs. And the reason why is because I still have to work on getting those unlocked. It's going to take me some time to get them unlocked and actually use them and stuff like that before I can accurately rank them. So yeah, we're probably going to do those ones last. And then after all that's done, we'll rank all the weapons in Battlefield 6 from worst to best in one big old video all together. See which one I think is the best. Right now, like I said, spoiler alert for that video, but right now, if nothing else changes, the SCW-10 is definitely first place. This thing is disgusting. It's so freaking broken. But either way, that is that. And then I also want to rank the maps again once that Hollywood map comes out sometime this month. It's November 2nd at the time I'm recording this, so yeah, it should be coming out in a couple of weeks. But at the same time, Black Ops 7 is coming out in a couple of weeks as well, and so I want to make some Black Ops 7 content too. So we're going to be definitely, you know, tapping into both sides of the spectrum here, doing some Black Ops 7 videos, doing some Battlefield 6 videos. But either way, yeah, I want to do the map ranking videos. And then again, I just feel like the Battlefield or RedSec, whatever, Battle Royale is the review for that would just not go that well on my channel, and nobody really cares. And at the end of the day, man, I don't really care. I'm not a Battle Royale guy in the first place, and Battlefield's Battle Royale is clearly like a second thought. It's definitely not like, Battlefield is not like Warzone, where they're trying to make their RedSec the main mode. They clearly are using RedSec to get free players to buy their full game to play the actual multiplayer, and that's what they're putting the most amount of love and time and effort into, it looks like right now. And that's a good thing, obviously, but yeah, I'm right there on the same boat with them, man. I like the multiplayer in Battlefield better. I've always liked multiplayer modes better anyways. And so, I mean, my personal opinions on the Battle Royale is it's fine, but I don't think it's great or anything like that. And that's pretty much all I would say in the review too. It's an okay Battle Royale. It doesn't do anything special to set itself apart, but it also doesn't take any risks that make it like bad. So that's just my opinion on it, and I don't really think there's a real point in doing a review on it. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. This is a 4-minute long outro, so I am yapping out the wazoo right now, so I'm going to end this video ASAP, no Rocky. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. Das Vidania, and have a nice night.